Hello, hello. I'm just gonna close my door to the office. I'll be right back. All right, and I banged the table. Hello, everybody. Is anybody out there? Day 10 of 12 days of coaching. I know Christmas is over, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna not finish the 12 days of coaching. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. Hope you guys got exactly what you wanted, and if not, don't worry. There's always tomorrow. For today's video, I wanted to share with you 5 easy ways to let go of your emotional suffering so that you're open to be more mindful of your current emotion. Sounds weird, right? But bear with me and stay through the whole video and you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I usually have coffee with you guys, but I'm currently doing the video at 2:30 in the afternoon, Bangkok time. And so that's too late for me to have my second cup. So no coffee for me. I've already had my first cup. And I found a good spot in my office to do my live videos from now on. So I'm super excited. Once the office is finished, meaning it's organized and it looks presentable, I will give you guys a little 360 tour, but for now, this is the corner that you get to see. So anyway, let's get to the 10th day of 12 days of coaching, all right? So what I want to share with you guys today for this coaching quickie, right, is as far as your emotions are concerned, we by nature, as human beings, we by nature are driven by emotion first. For example, if you notice all the pre-holiday commercials on TV that they try to convince you to buy whatever it is that they're selling, they always make a play for your emotion first, right? And salespeople, let me tell you, really good salespeople, they know how to play on your emotions. You purchase something because of how you feel about it, not necessarily because you want it, all right? Because of how it would make you feel to have whatever it is that you're purchasing, right? So when you take a deeper look as far as your emotions and how that plays a part in your everyday life and your decisions, you'll understand why I wanted to do today's coaching based on being mindful of your current emotions. So whenever you're feeling anything negative, right? The whole point of having something negative in your life, or you're feeling a negative emotion, is not to necessarily ignore it or push it off to the side to deal with it for later. The best thing that you can do when you're going through an emotion, any emotion, is to be present in that emotion, right? So if you've just had an argument with your loved one, don't necessarily hold on to it, right? So your first step would be to make the observation of the emotion. So if we're using an argument with a loved one, you would make an observation of the emotion. I'm upset. Great. Okay, how do I then go through this emotion of being angry to release it, right? Because you can't just say, okay, I'm upset, I release it. No, there's a reason why you're upset, right? Okay, you have to deal with that. You can't just ignore it. You can't just that go to bed angry thing. Totally is exactly what I'm trying to say here. So you don't want to carry that negative emotion on to the next day. It doesn't serve you any purpose. So what you would do is you don't block the emotion. Let me put my notes here so I say it in the order that I want to say it to you guys. So you don't want to block the emotion, right? You want to make sure you acknowledge the emotion, you recognize the presence of the emotion. You don't push the emotion away because you have to deal with it, right? If you ignore whatever emotion that you're feeling, it's going to come back later on. It may not come back tomorrow, may not come back next week, but trust me, the emotion will come back. And then you're going to end up reliving this emotion, right? Which is why if you don't handle an argument right away and nip it in the bud, then it comes back later on, right? And for those of us who are married, you completely understand what the hell I'm talking about, right? So another thing is, while you experience this emotion, whatever emotion it is that you're feeling, is try not to increase the emotion, right? So whatever emotion it is, don't add on to it so it doesn't escalate, right? You just basically want to witness the emotion, acknowledge the emotion, right? So number one is to observe the emotion. Number two is to experience your emotion without escalating it, without diminishing it, without, ignoring it. You just want to experience whatever emotion it is that you're feeling, all right? The third step is to remember that you're not your emotion. Just because you're angry, you're not this anger. Just because you're feeling displeased or let down, you're not your emotion. So don't act on the energy of the emotion, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna make it worse. Plain and simple, right? Now I notice that every time I hit the table, the phone moves. So there's something I can do about it now, because then the phone's gonna fall, but I'll try not to bump the table. So the best thing that you can do for step 3 is to try to think back of a time that you felt differently from this emotion. And I swear to you guys, I'm not moving the table. So I don't know why the table is moving right now, but I'm not moving the table. Anyway, okay. So step 3 is to remember that you're not your emotion. One of the things that I like to coach on is to say, I have the feeling of anger, instead of saying I am angry. Why does that matter? Why does that change anything? Is because you are not your emotion, okay? You may be feeling angry, but you're not anger. You may be feeling let down. You may be feeling something negative. I don't know why the table is moving. I am not moving. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that's step 3. All right. To go deeper into step 3 is to notice other feelings that come in through whatever it is you're feeling, right? And if you guys have never, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but there is, you can Google it. I also will post it in the free resources library today. It's called the Wheel of Emotion. And I don't have a printout of it right now. I don't have it in front of me right now. But basically the Wheel of Emotion, what it does is it has the major emotions. So if you're feeling anger, happy, and then in the anger, it's divided into other emotions, and then those emotions are divided into other emotions, so that you get a clearer picture as far as where the anger is coming from. If you guys have never seen this, it's called the Wheel of Emotion. I urge you to go ahead and Google that, or my favorite one, I will upload it into the free resources library. So if you have not yet signed up for the free resources library, go ahead and go to smartbitchmedia.com and click on freebies at the top header, and just log in, and you'll get access to it. And I will be uploading it by the end of this video. Anyway, so you want to notice any other feelings that might come up, because I guarantee you it's not just the anger. So usually, okay, so you, for example, angry at your husband, he may not have washed the dishes, right? So he just keeps piling on the dishes. Well, you're not really angry at the fact that he didn't wash the dishes. You're probably angry at the fact that this is the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th time this month he hasn't washed the dishes. So it's not the act of not washing the dishes. It's more than likely the feeling of not being taken seriously, or that your emotions don't matter because he doesn't care that you care that the dishes aren't washed. It's just a simple analogy, simple example. It's a simple example. I think I might have to get a cup of coffee. I'm like half asleep. All right, so that's one of the reasons why you want to take a deeper look as far as the emotion that you're feeling at that current state, okay? For number 1, 2, 3, 4, for number 4, that's number 4. So number 1 is observe your emotion, which we just covered, right? So you notice the presence of the emotion. Number 2 is experience your emotion fully. I'll do a real quick recap. So you don't try to push the emotion away, you don't block the emotion, you do increase the emotion, right? So you're experiencing the emotion for what it is. Step 3 is, as you remember that you're not your emotion, don't act on urgency, right? So if you're angry, you're gonna wanna probably, if you're me, a Latina woman, you wanna pick up something and throw it across the room. Don't do that. Hold back on that, okay? Describe your emotion by saying, I have the feeling of anger instead of I am angry, okay? So that's 3. Number 4, which is a little deeper as far as not being your emotion, is remember a time that you felt different. Dig deeper, use that wheel of emotion to dig deeper and see what else that you're feeling, underlining the bigger emotion, okay? And then the last one is not to judge your emotion, to practice willingness with your emotion. For example, if you are feeling anger and you're ripping off the layers, right? So you're peeling off the layers of this emotion that you're feeling, and you're willing to accept that that is not the emotion that you're feeling, it's coming from something else. And then accept your emotion, okay? Now acceptance is really important. It's helped me a lot because I am a New Yorker. I am a Spanish woman, okay? Talk about acting on emotion first, right? That was my go-to for everything. I would act first and rationalize later. I don't recommend that. I've grown a lot since my 20s, okay? And part of growing up, part of growth mindset is to accept that emotion that you're feeling and know that it is not you. Whatever emotion it is that you're feeling, it doesn't define you. It doesn't define the current situation. There's something else underneath that. So this is what I wanted to coach you guys on today, because emotion is the number one reason behind why we do and don't do things. Why we do and don't accomplish our goals. Why we do and don't take risks. It's all about emotion. If something makes you happy, you're going to want to do it. If something makes you scared and fearful, most of us won't pass that barrier, right, of fear, because we're scared of what's on the other side. You can, however, plan ahead and have a backup plan for your backup plan, and then you can move past fear. And I do teach that in my group coaching program called Fearless Bitch. But this is a very great 5 ways to handle whatever emotion it is that you're feeling, so that you can move past that and move on with your day, move on with your life, right? You don't want to hold on to anything negative in your life. It doesn't serve a purpose. So basically, lately, I've been feeling very exhausted, but also fuzzy-headed, not really inspired the last couple of days. And then I realized it was just because my oldest wasn't able to visit us in Asia this year, so I didn't get to spend the holidays with my oldest, and that's a picture of her right there. So that's why I was a little down and out the last couple of days. And I took these exact same steps that I showed you guys today, is what I do. Like now it just comes naturally to me. I just do it without even thinking like, okay, why am I feeling this way? Let me look into it. Let me figure out how I can get out of it. And it works. It completely works. So I will post this video. I'm trying to figure out if I should post the 5 steps in this video in the resource library. I don't know. I'll let you guys know what I do, but I'd rather you guys watch the video than like go straight to the paperwork or the worksheet, because then you're not really learning as much. So anyway, let me know how you go about implementing this in your life. And let me know how it works out for you guys, or what you do currently to unstuck yourself from your emotion when you're going through certain emotions. All right, I'd really love to hear it. Let me know. And we only have 2 more days. Like I said, I wasn't going to do the videos during Christmas, and I was exhausted the last couple of days. So I still have 2 more videos to do for you guys. I will do them the next 2 days, especially now that I have good lighting. So thanks for watching the replay, you guys. I know a few of you I've seen coming on and off for the live video. No biggie. These videos will be on here until New Year's. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them on for 2018. We shall see. If I keep them on the business page in 2018, I'm not sure. But for now, make sure that you watch all of them. Again, the Wheel of Emotion, I will upload my favorite into the free resources library, and I will post a link below where you can sign up for the free resources library. I will be uploading a max, I think, of 20 worksheets on the free resources library. Once I reach the 20 worksheets, now I wanted to do like 5 for personal development, 5 for social media, and so forth. I will not be uploading any more, because I am planning to do Smart Bitch Academy for 2018, where I will be uploading a whole bunch of stuff for you guys. Videos, done for you, social media things, a whole bunch of cool stuff. And so while you're able to sign up for the free resources library, go ahead and do that and download your stuff now. I have right now free social media images that you can do if you're starting up your Instagram. And they're really cool. Easy quotes that you can use up there. They're ready to go. So you have to do is download them and post them on your social media. Take advantage of that. That way you can plan your social media strategy for 2018 for free. All right. If you have any more questions, or if there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. If there's any coaching questions that you guys might have, comment below and let me know, and I can probably answer them in a future live video. And that's basically it. Have a happy Thursday, right? Is it Thursday? It's Thursday for me. And it's Wednesday for you guys. Actually, it's 2:30, so it's like 2 o'clock in the morning East Coast. So it's 2 a.m. on the East Coast for Thursday. So anyway, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. And thanks for watching the replay. And I will see you guys tomorrow for day number 11. All right? Bye.